Hey everybody, it is Maddie here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Tuesday. And today we're talking about wash trading. Our boy Maddie Greenspan has this great observation which will alert you to. Speaking of alerts, Whale Alert is talking about 1001 Ethereum, about $150,000 worth of stolen funds transferred from the UpBit hack. That's back in November of this year, just last month. The transaction forensics are here for us to take a look at. We'll let you know what they are. On pymnts.com report, crypto fraud losses reach $4.4 billion in quarter three of 2019. Billion with a B. On medium.com, though, with a little bit of good news, there's this question that Bitcoin perhaps will surpass $100,000 by 2021, with a couple of metrics to back that claim. On Ethereum worldnews.com, Bitcoin's hash rate is on the decline, and here's what it could mean. Finally, on news.bitcoin.com, despite Bitcoin's price drop, high-powered mining rigs are still profitable. Before getting into all that, let's take a snapshot of the market. We are at 196, just about $197 billion total market cap on coinmarketcap.com. Right now, Bitcoin is sitting at $7,251 with dominance mark of the beast of 66.6%. Maddie Greenspan here with a terrific observation. He tweeted the following: I think this wash trading thing is getting a bit out of hand, coinmarketcap.com. Reported 24-hour volume of Tether is nearly 5 times the total market cap. Here's what he's talking about. The market cap of Tether, just over $4 billion here. Their 24-hour volume, however, over $19 billion. It's not realistic to have 24, that's a one-day volume, 24-hour volume in excess of 4 times of your entire market cap. If we believe these numbers, then 30% of all Bitcoin cash in circulation has traded today, 66% of all EOS, and 93% of all Litecoin. It's a great observation. We also have some other analyst detectives in the form of Whale Alert. Make sure you're following at whale_alert on Twitter. 1001 Ethereum, about $150,000 worth of stolen funds transferred from UpBit hack back in November of 2019 to an unknown wallet. Here is the transaction, or the transaction details, I should say. Again, over 1,000 Ethereum, about $150,000 US. That's all there really is to say about the issues so far, but Whale Alert is on the case. So hopefully we'll get to the bottom of this, and they're going to be obviously keeping an eye out for more transactions and more information. Here on pymnts.com, not sure what that stands for, but according to this report, crypto fraud losses have reached $4.4 billion, billion with a B, in Q3 2019. We were just talking about that Korean hack, and unfortunately in recent announcement, the numbers have been supporting the argument that cryptos are becoming a favorite avenue of theft and fraud. Consider the fact that, as estimated by the Cipher Trace's third quarter report for 2019, the total volume of fraud tied to crypto shows losses in the range of over $4 billion, about 4.4. That's $4.4 billion. There's a little bit of good news, though, a silver lining perhaps. The Cipher Trace report noted that the total bilked from crypto exchanges at 15.5 million was actually the lowest seen in quite a few years. And this may indicate some efforts such as Know Your Customer and AML, which when deployed by exchanges seem to be having a positive effect. But taking a look at the bigger picture, that $4.4 billion metric is a big jump from the $1.7 billion in fraud and theft seen last year. And a lot of this comes down to the big Ponzi scheme that you may remember happened in Asia. In that case, fraudsters hawking Plus token promised investors returns, monthly returns no less, and as much as 30%. Chinese authorities arrested 6 members of a team over the summer who had lured average citizens to the scam. That accounted for billions of dollars, so it could be argued that that one particular incident really did skew the numbers. But here's sort of the idea that they're trying to pitch, is that there's a larger picture, a grander stage to all of this, because beyond the scope of individuals or teams that look toward cryptos for ill-gotten gains, lie nation states that see cryptos as a way to operate in the dark in a bid to foster illicit activities. So much of really the warfare, if you will, that goes on between nations right now is not physical. It's not waged with infantries and artilleries countries and armaments. It's waged in the form of economic warfare. I'm talking about sanctions. I'm talking about trade wars. And even on a light level, a way to bypass some of those sanctions, a way to strengthen your economy or to either transfer or to acquire goods would conceivably be through cryptocurrency. In effect, it's a total rerouting of the system and allows you to bypass the sanctions that are imposed on you. Take it one step further, and you have black market, dark money purchases that are made possible. So, I'm not disparaging these countries, but if you are Russia, if you are Turkey, if you are North Korea, for example, it provides an avenue, at least hypothetically, we haven't seen it yet, but potentially it provides an avenue to really secure whether it's black market military technology, to make acquisitions in such a way that is relatively secure, that is fast, and that does not leave any trace whatsoever. You have this one U.S. citizen, for example, Virgil Griffith, who was arrested traveling to North Korea and delivering a presentation basically proclaiming the benefits and advantages of cryptocurrency for North Korea in particular. And according to the complaint filed against him, Griffith had made efforts to show how North Korea can, quote, achieve independence from the global banking system, and also had sought to, quote, facilitate the exchange of a digital currency between North Korea and South Korea. The Justice Department also said Griffith had stated his intention to renounce U.S. citizenship. In that case, it sounds like we're talking about a disgruntled expat, but certainly some of these foreign countries are having thoughts of their own when it comes to cryptocurrencies, when it comes to what they can do with Bitcoin, unfortunately, and others in this space. It's a thorny topic, no doubt about it, but let us know your thoughts about that in the comments below. Let's switch over to good news for just a second. On Medium.com, Bitcoin to surpass $100,000 by 2021. Here is the case as it's laid out. Let's begin with this quote by Warren Buffett. Quote, I made the wrong decisions on Amazon and on Google. So Amazon and Google were not exactly in Warren Buffett's basket of investor companies. And although he's well respected, there's no question that he should be. He's been wrong about technology in the past, and therefore it stands to reason that that may be the case as well when it comes to Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now, the argument here why Bitcoin may hit $100,000 by 2021 has to do with the history of halving and basically the bull market that it triggers on a cyclical basis every 4 years or so. We talked about this just the other day. Of course, the next Bitcoin halving will occur in May of 2020, which will reduce the current mining block reward by half. It's going from 12.5 Bitcoins to 6.25 Bitcoins. And after the 2012 and 2016 halvings, a considerable appreciation in Bitcoin price was reflected within the year. Some other arguments now. At the height of the dot-com bubble, the NASDAQ was worth nearly $7 trillion. And I must emphasize, the dot-com bubble was only confined to the United States. But in contrast, the cryptocurrency market is global, so it has the potential to far eclipse the trillions witnessed during the dot-com boom. And currently, the entire crypto market is worth less than $300 billion. It's about $200 billion, as we saw earlier, with Bitcoin accounting for about 45% of this sum, more like 66%. Bitcoin's size pales in comparison, however, to other markets, which may help to put its growth potential into perspective. The stock market peak in January of 2018 in the US was $30 trillion. Market cap of gold estimated at $7.8 trillion. Value of the dot-com bubble peak, $6.71 trillion. And daily Forex volume in that market, $5.1 trillion. Again, Bitcoin's market cap only about $125 billion. There are many more reasons why we should expect to see price increases of Bitcoin in the future, including the fact that so many of the coins out there are lost forever, so that affects scarcity. Of course, crypto advancements provide added momentum. Technology keeps improving all the time. The use cases keep popping up. Of course, there are other reasons as well. Economic downturns mean that people are going to be using cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin as a hedge more and more, or that's how the theory goes. Millennials are also turned on to the idea of digital assets and Bitcoin in particular. They're going to be acquiring more and more of those as our collective buying power increases. And in closing, we've been told that different people have told us rather that Bitcoin will never hit $100,000, and such a proposition is absurd. But with a combination of the factors above, this author believes that Bitcoin will usurp the 100K mark within the next 3 years. However, the path won't be seamless. There will be cycles of boom and bust, of course, and also it's possible that Bitcoin fails to reach such valuations or is halted by a massive setback like a black swan event. However, my bet is clear on Bitcoin. In fact, I envision that someday we'll look back and realize that the greater risk was not investing in Bitcoin at all. That tends to be how I look at it. That matches up very squarely with my risk profile, but I realize that not everybody sees the world that way. Let us know how you see things in the comments below. Let us know your thoughts and opinions. Here on EthereumWorldNews.com, Bitcoin's hash rate is on the decline. Here's what it could mean. We're running out of time, but we'll link to this article in the description below. Check it out if you'd like to read about that hash rate decline, as well as this piece on news.bitcoin.com. Despite Bitcoin's price drop, high-powered mining rigs are still profitable. We did see some capitulation. We did see some people that were exiting the scene, but nevertheless, the more, I suppose, industrial and high-powered operations are still plugging along. Since Bitcoin prices slid below the $8,000 price range, mining operations have been making less revenue. But on Sunday, December 1st, only 13 mining rigs with an average electricity cost of 12 cents per kilowatt hour are profiting at current prices. Of course, miners from China and other regions pay far less per kilowatt hour, but older mining rigs currently struggle for profits. All right, everybody, that about wraps it up for today. Hey, make sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels. As you know, we are on Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, and Twitter, of course. Keep checking back into the website. It is altcoinbuzz.io. That's where you're going to find all the latest and greatest in terms of news. And in terms of the news we cover, it is all found in the description below. Links to everything we discuss can be seen there. You can also check the description for information on how to get your hands on a $50 MCO card. That's courtesy of crypto.com. The description also has information about how to sign up to our official Altcoin Buzz newsletter. Using that, you're going to stay even more up to date, so why not? And hey, we have another giveaway to discuss. Between now and the 7th of December, that is a Saturday, we are giving away another Crypto Tag Zeus starter kit, and the rules are the same. All you have to do is subscribe to Altcoin Buzz on YouTube. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you write a comment, again, between now and the 7th of December, and you'll have a chance to win. We will be drawing a random comment as the winner. So hey, best of luck if you choose to enter, best of luck if you choose to invest, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.